Hopefully it's better than nothing. I'll have to check on stuff. Yes. He is my tech master. Are you still speaking? Cause like you okay. Yes. I heard myself in your like okay. So when I hear myself in your echo, it lets me know like okay, at least I'm picking up on your side. Like okay, that is happening. Hmm? Kinda. It was working for a second and then it cut. Yes. I'm trying to currently access Streamlabs. Well, I mean, we're already started. We've already started. Ah, damn it. All right. Okay. Well, they can hear me. They can't hear you. Oh, you're. Oh, probably because you. Wait, you already subscribed. That's odd. Oh, okay. Michael, apparently she does not want to be heard, but it's okay. I'll just repeat everything she says. Well, every word that I can hear, since y'all see that wanting to kill me. No, it's like it physically can't pick up your voice. So oh, it's like remember that? Ah, yeah, that was a load of shit. Lies, lies. Anyway, so for all my lovely two viewers, I do have a story that I've been wanting to share, and each time I stream, I will share the exploits of what this character has done. So, I have recently just joined a new D&D game. Yes, I know, because I have a hard time saying no. It's really bad. It like Lucy's here. Hi Lucy. I missed you, Lucy. But this character, his name is Weku, and let me tell you the story of Weku. Weku was an ordinary Joe. He was just minding his own business. Just a small kid, a small Aarakocra child who was she licked her nose. Thank you, Lucy. I know you're interested into the story now. Okay. So Weku was just a small kid. He was learning how to hunt, how to train, how to fight, because, that's just how quote unquote shonen pro tags work. And so you're like, okay, well, no big deal. And so, the classic way shonen protagonists have to be made. His whole village, well, quote unquote, his whole village got wiped out by a bunch of raiders. They took the strong bodied men. Well, they took the strong women. They killed all the weak women and killed all the men, leaving only the children to take care of themselves. Grandson of the chief, Weku, had to start learning how to be the adult around kids who were not adults. So that was interesting. Imagine a 3-year-old being in charge of a bunch of infants. That's the level of stupidity that we're dealing with here. So while that's all going on, yeah, they are fully grown at the age of 3, but still, it's like, that makes sense. So he was picking up the remains of, his destroyed home. And so he was just chilling, realizing that, man, there goes my childhood. And so after he realized his childhood was gone, the god Anubis had decided to say, hey, I like that anger of yours. I realize that you are probably mad that these raiders said that they were going to kill these people in my name. Well, lucky for you, I also hate these people who are using my name to justify slaughter. And so Weku's like, hey, I like the fact that you don't like people using your name to slaughter. I don't like the people who used your name. Well, maybe you can help us out. So they started and made a contract. No, he is not a warlock, unfortunately. But honestly, I feel like he should be, with the way his relationship is with his quote unquote patron. It's like, I would have bet no, I wouldn't, because I wouldn't be allowed to reroll. I would just still be awful. I really wish I would be able to reroll, but he's like, no, everyone must have a negative in something. I picked intelligence for a monk because I'm like, it could be worse. You say so. Yes, I do say so. I mean, would you rather be a monk who doesn't know how to be dexterous, or a monk that just doesn't know anything else besides, I know how to hit things really well? I'm the barbarian without being the barbarian. I proceed to do my favorite word in the world, and I need to see if the echo effect on my mic works. Whack. Nope, it doesn't work. Alright, well, that's good to know. So, yeah, Weku was then sent on a journey where he is currently trying to find these people who had destroyed his home and make them pay. He's essentially becoming, since the Egyptian pantheon does not have a necessary god of death, he is slowly becoming the god of death. Oh, you want me to try the echo effect? Well, I guess I could try the echo effect again, but I don't know how well that would work. I found your name, Alpha. I was gonna be like, oh well, like, oh, maybe I'll have to wait for like 6.5 6.5 months before I go, no, I never got your name. Now I know. Fools. Fools, all of you. Oh, look at that, fellow. My monopoly hath been broken. Michael, it could be worse. You could have been a part of a stream I did, the stream I did on Thursday. Because the stream I did on Thursday, I believe no. It was one of my streams I just did recently. And my friend Cole was just like having a rap battle with himself inside of the stream. And I had no idea what's going on. It was so weird because I'm like, how do I respond to that? Should I respond to that? Is he talking to me? And I'm like, don't. Jonas started saying I could out rap him. I'm like, you can't out rap me. Like, I'm terrible at rapping. Like, I can just start talking about rhymes. Now, if I were to talk about rhymes and making fun of people, I mean, I could do a little some, but not like to the level of, yes, I can totally destroy anyone in a rap battle. Get Eminem on the phone right now. I want to challenge his ass. He's probably got too much dementia. Right, Weku. Um, I completely forgot about Weku. No, so no, so Weku was just going on this journey to try and find them, and so that's how we led him into the campaign. He's currently just looking around, trying to find out like something, anything about the next bounty he's trying to hunt. So he meets this horned owl, and it's like, oh, I'm an owl. I'm a pharaoh eagle owl, and you're a horned owl. So how you doing? No, that is not at all what happened. It was like, imagine the 8 in intelligence, and then the other owl has a 16 in intelligence. It's like, you might be twice as smart as me. You might be twice as strong as me, but twice as smart as me. But I promise you, I'll make your wire worth it. I'll make it worth your wire. I mean, um, uh, she did walk away, and that was hilarious. Like, their first encounter, you would be like, oh, is this the start of something? No, it was horrible. Like, I had originally made Weku to be this super, he was supposed to be the edgelord without actually being edgy. Like, you would have all of the check marks of an edgy character. Tragic backstory? Check. Angry vendetta? Check. One group of people that he holds higher than anyone else in the world? Check. Obsession with money? Check. And you're like, oh, okay. No, but see, I didn't know how I was going to go about having an 8 in intelligence. So at first I was going to make a reference to Fire Force, and I know Michael's going to get this. I was going to play him like a character called Arthur. Arthur is so stupid. He's so stupid it's unbearable. And the funny thing is, Arthur is normally quiet, not because he's like deep in thought, because he's too stupid to come up with a response. Like, the man tries to do paperwork and he's like so close to actually dying from it. Like, you see his brain frying, you see like his entire existence slowly crashing down. And I was going to play Weku the same way Arthur was interpreted. I'm like, okay, cool, easy. So when I was asked the question, Jalen came out before Weku came out. So Weku was supposed to just go, yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, it's whatever. I work with Anubis. What do you work with? Oh, some other paltry ass god. No one cares. That was supposed to be the response. But what I got was, hey, I see you have a jackal. Oh, yes, I need to add that fact. So my DM was saying, um, Anubis would be adding things and sending things to you through the idea of a jackal is my main method of communication, because Anubis is the head of a jackal. So it's like, oh, okay, that's not bad, right? Man fucks me over and says almost everything you see looks like a jackal and can be interpreted as a jackal. And every time someone has something normal that's not a jackal, you will swear on everything that it is a jackal. So it's like, oh, she has a coyote pelt in her bag. That's a jackal. Like I physically couldn't help it. It's like jackals are everywhere. I'm like, this is agony. And I feel like that's why the stupidity actually started kicking in, because I'm like, this is stupid. He just sees everything as a jackal, so he'll perceive everything as, you know, just, oh, it's okay. This is what God told me to do, right? Right. So yeah, we were even talking, and it's like, see, look, everything is a jackal to me. Points to a rock. That looks like a jackal. It looks like a marshmallow to everyone else, but to me, it's like, that's a jackal. Like, it was so asinine. I'm like, well, you know what? Bet, let's do this. So my brain kind of turned off at that point, and Weku took over. And Weku was supposed to be Batman, but he ended up being Deadpool. So take that in. Take that idea in of, I want it to be the night, dark and angsty. But instead, I just ended up talking like, hey, how's it going? Oh, you want to fight? I like to fight. I also like to fuck, but we're not around any type of brothel, so I guess we're gonna fight. That. So he talks to someone of his own quote unquote, I would say of his own species, but not of his own kind. No, of his own kind, but not of his own species. Yeah, that actually works more. So he finally gets to talk to someone. Actually, I have a quick question. Since you, I won't reveal Weku's age, and they can't hear you. How old is Ara? Oh my god, that's hilarious. She's so much older than him. She's like a third older than him. I mean, it doesn't matter because our Kokra only lived to be like age 35 before they die. I guess you can't age, but can you die? If someone says that you can't age, that just means that you can't visibly show age, but you can still die. Like, you're not going to be immortal, but you're just going to look immortal. She misread it. She misread it. Can I, can I, can I zoom in? Can I, oh, I can. Neat. Neat. neat, neat. So you do still age, you just don't. I mean, you don't age, but you just don't die. You don't look like you're 157, but you're still 157. Like you'll die. That we're gonna look this up. Hang on. I'm sorry. We're gonna Scion dying mechanics. Fifth edition. Like, ask angry. Why do scions suck? Ha. Why do scions suck? Let's find out why they suck. Because they suck. Be angry. I've been taping them for a couple of years, but sometimes DMs. Oh, speaking of which, I love scions. But you know what my favorite class to mess with people is? Mystics. Mystics are amazing. And I wonder. See, we didn't have that option because if Kai looked at it, he would be so unbelievably enraged because of how broken it is as a class. Like it's terrible. Like if I were to just start calling out Michael, how much do you love Mystics? Remember when we did the Mystics on the train? Remember when they did all that? I love this question. It's an invitation for me to rip on something I hate. It says speak the entire goddamn world, blah 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 blah. Piss off the writer. What's so magic belong outrageously stupid because it's ask why people hate psionics. It's already something they're wrong to hate psionics, and then later get into if it's about like if it's about balance, monks suck too. Monks always suck, but that's why I love them because I can actually prove why they don't suck, and then everyone is like, wait, what? By the way, I sent this question. One of the basic conceits. Yes, the conceits, not concepts of the fantasy world. Magic is an inexplicable, amazing, fantastic thing. Gods, dragons, mysterious. How does it work? Oh, we have a rule for how does it work, but we don't know why it works. D&D treats all magic equally. Yes. Psionics come from. Okay, so nothing ever dies just from being old, but you can still technically die. I'm going to do, I'm going to multi-class into druid. I'm going to multi-class into druid, and you know what? I'm going to get the druid thing where every 10 years is like 1 year on your lifespan. So so I can live to be 350, and it's like, ha, yes, I don't care how old you are. You could be freaking old as Methuselah, old as dirt, and you know what? I'll still be like, I'm a tap dat. It's like, are you? It will be worth it. Worth it. Yes. Honestly, Weku's just like, oh my god, someone near my age. Finally. Weku is legal. But no, back to the story of Weku. So Weku's over here just vibing, right? And so the DM goes, you know what? I don't like your vibes. Vibe check. Every single time. Weku's doing nothing wrong. He ain't hurting nobody. But you know what? DM goes, no, no, no. I don't like your vibes. I don't like any of your vibes. So what ended up happening is we meet up. Um, Weku tries to say hello to someone of his own. She's like, "Oh crap! Oh she's an altitude. Okay. What do I say? I should probably say something, right? Like uh, uh, hello. I'm tries to walk away, and then her god says, "No, you gotta go with them." Like, haha, divine intervention. And it's like, oh, well, that sucks. And so they essentially visit Japan. We don't talk about how we visited Japan, but we visited Japan. Drank some herbal tea. Apparently it was magical. Weku just saw it as, what is the sorcery? It tastes awful, but it also tastes good. I hate it. And so no, that's it's like it tastes like it doesn't have a distinct taste. Like, well, that just means it's horrible. That's just what bland is. Just what weak people say. Like bland. Saying something's bland is just a weak mindset. If you don't constantly attempt to create flavor for it, then you just keep losing over and over. And once you've accepted that something is bland and doesn't actually have a taste, you've lost. And you'll never win again. Gordon Ramsay. I do some of them without thinking. That one was without thinking. It just happened. Like I was just asked, like, do you do voices on purpose? Like, if I knew I was doing this on purpose, I would be trying to practice more. But I had no idea I was doing that. Just like, cause did you ever see the ninja thing where it was like losing is such a like saying it's just a game is such a weak mindset, and it's like he's saying like it's okay to rage quit at games because if you don't rage quit at games, you're an even more of a loser than the people who will beat you. Like that's stupid. You're an idiot. No, Wenku is not an idiot. Wenku was vibing, and you know what? He made it to a city which he had no idea would probably even say, "Hey, we don't allow flying." So it's like He lets me take off, and then he asks you, "Are you sure you want to do that?" Like, he doesn't let me have the idea of, "Are you sure you want to take off?" But he lets me do it. He lets me be the guinea pig, and then he says, "Are you sure you want to do that too?" Like, I don't care. That was not fair. That was like that was that was crap. Like letting me be the decoy was absolutely horrible. And anyone who believes that like that was a legit way to say, "Hey, look, here's the danger," and let me almost I could have died. It's a good thing I was a yes, I don't have 7 HP, but I have 9. If I did not get a 22 in my dexterity save, I probably would have been chock full of crossbow bolts. Think about that first. Think about how quick of a death that would have been. Character gets introduced within 20 minutes later, proceeds to be shot full of arrows. Well, time to make a new character, I guess. Good thing I didn't spend like okay. Weku, I was going to say, like, oh, I'm just looking for my wife. But I'm like, they do not know each other well enough for that to work out. See, exactly. See, Jalen knew she would never accept the idea of, oh, I lost my wife. Oh, there's my wife. They would be like, um, no. So I'm like, sister, I love how I was like, oh, no, I was really about to explain. No. She looks like our mom. I look like our dad. Like, no, they don't care. Oh, thank God. It's like, I was like, they didn't care. Oh, but my whole backstory idea. I was gonna say, oh well, we're not from around here. We're from a war ravaged country. It was horrible. We had to eat mud for breakfast, and then we ate cheese for dinner. Well, that doesn't sound so bad. It was craft singles. Yeah. Out. What island? Oh, over here. Oh, my brain had a loss of direction where he's like top left. You mean over here? And I was like, oh, left, top left. Okay. Oh wait, actually, yeah, that works. Yeah, we've got hard ships for sailing. Yes. Now this ship's gonna have to bob and weave. I don't know yet. I'm just making a map, and I'm like, well, you know what? I might give this to another group of people. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to tell you about it if it's not our campaign. See, that's not fair. Why do I have to tell you? Have what? Have all of these cities? Well, if you must know, um, shoot, where did that group leave off? I need someone else to recap that because I'll be like, okay, where did we leave off? All right, so the the point of the point of one of the other groups I was working on was the sheer fact that they were like, "Oh, are we gonna do a nautical campaign, or are we going to do are we going to do a land-based campaign?" And I was like, that is an excellent question. So I did the galaxy brain move, the most penultimate move, and I made two different campaigns. And I'm gonna let them choose. Either they go out to sea or they stay on the land. Galaxy brain. Now, and even if they don't pick one or the other, I'll just have that campaign go to a different group. Easy. Easy. Don't question me. I got this. And so I actually don't know which one they're doing. If they pick the land, this is what the land will look like. Actually, I'm gonna save this real quick because I just realized this is your first stream. I have like 10 other because I have like 10 other maps. Ooh, done. Okay. These are all the maps I've done over the past while. This was your map. This was the map that I just did for a group yesterday, which, by the way, I hate them right now because they just said the power of friendship beat everything, and I was about to rip them to shreds for that. This is your map. This is your map. This is the map I worked on 3 days ago, which was Saturday, Friday, Thursday. Yep, I worked on this the day of the session, and I was gonna stream it, and I was like, I don't want to stream the session. So this is the town you guys got into, and I was like, all right, that's fine, it's cool. So be real. Be real. Actually, I should probably do that. We'll drop some trees around here. Let them. Oh, I have a plan for the cave. If people actually were to ask around about the cave, they was like, oh, people kept disappearing around this cave. It was weird. We kind of just told people not to go around there, but kids, you tell them not to do something. Exactly. I'm currently like, because you guys have the main plot of we need to go return Chromagil. I thought, it'd be real fun. I'm gonna set them up with so many different things that's like, you wanna take a detour? Huh? Huh? You wanna take a detour? Wanna take a detour? Wanna take a detour? You wanna, you wanna. Yeah. You wanna go into the cave? The cave that's a dungeon? Yeah, yeah. I had another one, and it's one I'm not necessarily proud of. Are you sure you want to attempt to hear it? Okay, so What was going to end up happening was Onyx was going to get into a fight with Talion, and it was going to I don't know how I was going to do it, but I was going to try and find a way to get all three of you into being chased by the government. But the only way for you to, yes, Talion was going to be like, he's under suspicion. It was going to be like, I'm a member of the government. Oh, okay, that's fine. And then as soon as you guys would like leave City Hall, there would be like people walking into City Hall. Have you seen this man? He is currently being accompanied by a half elf, a a half elf, a centaur, and a very hairy looking man. And that was going to be the plan. And you guys were just going to be like, "No, we're going to find out the real people." Yeah, I'm like, I was either going to have it be a fight or someone framed him. He's on a quest to clear his name. And I thought you were still doing the princess. Because if you were going to do the princess, I was going to be like, they're bandits trying to kill you. So we have to keep you moving at all times. You sent me a character sheet, yes. I did, kinda. I skimmed. I skimmed. It, yeah, on okay, I was like just checking to make sure. Okay, I have it. Cool, because I was already like a nervous train wreck. Like uh, sh- 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 put it. Well, yeah, now, but I didn't know what to expect before. What? No, I should never expect the best. Expecting the best is the first step to being disappointed. Zenora, next generation social media marketing. That's your name now. I was trying to look through my files, honestly. Honestly, you still send it to me. I could just check it on Discord. Don't worry, I'll scroll so quickly that people won't look at our messages. Wow, we've texted a lot more than I thought we would. Up there it is. There's the very business formal. Actually, talk talk to me the way you think this sounds. Yes, yes, because you want me to do it? Because I'll do it. Hello, I see that you would DM. Yes, indeed. What you need? I think we need one for Lost Cutlass. All official, or do you mind it being homebrew? I don't mind homebrew. Let me ask them. Accept my friend request, please. When do you think we would start D&D with you? Excellent question. Somewhere around a week. Okay. Hello, good evening. I just want to know if you had any questions for me about the setting or building character or anything. When do you want them by? Well, tomorrow or Wednesday. Okay. If you need time, don't worry. I don't mind. I don't. I'm just trying to remember which group this is. I have many right now. I have my stuff. I have to get onto my computer to send it. All right, then I guess we'll see you Thursday. I will send it later or tomorrow. That is what I got from you. And I was like, I am very intimidated because I just started talking to this person and I already feel like they hate me. Like, see, you probably should have said, Hi, I'm blank. I don't like texting, so I'm sorry if I come off. But instead, what I got was, Hello, I'm angry. But I'm not angry. Not angry at you. I just hate the fact that I have to talk to you. Well, I'm glad I'm the first person. Please don't. It's like, okay, see, this is what I saw. And I was like, okay, I saw nothing. But you said backstory, and I'm like, oh, okay. If I go to yes, people text. Oh, mm, mm. It's almost like it wasn't there. It's like, of course it's there, right? Mm, I ain't, I ain't seen nothing. Mm, hmm, that's fair. It's like, but I still technically have never had your backstory individually. You keep you keep saying that, like, oh yeah, yeah. Especially because this was today. I sometimes forget how to pronounce that. Hey, Michael, are you still watching this, or am I just background noise? My leaky. Okay. Man, it must suck to have people text you. Oh my god, imagine being popular. Michael, imagine being popular enough for people to text you. Mm, mm. Had to, had to change that up fast. It's like, I hate people. Oh, but not you. Fair enough. If I hated you, you wouldn't be on my stream. Oh yeah, she's taking it over. So since she has now commented in the stream, everybody, go look at Alpha Hughes. I already remember what it is though, so oh wow. Wow. So mean. Wow. Wow. Would, would you look at that? It almost it's like I never got your backstory. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna shun you for it anymore. It's like, I did. I said it session two. Hey, I never got your backstory, and you're like, yeah, you did. It's in my thing. Oh, okay, I'll look again. Wasn't there. Hmm. I will bring back the story. Okay, so now that I've been sufficiently tangented, Weku was vibing. Weku's like, oh, okay, so we're supposed to meet up with all the other party members, right? And so he takes to the skies like a Chad until all these virgin town guards start shooting at him because he's a winged animal person. So they start saying, hey, come down here, and we probably won't shoot you again. And so Weku's like, fine, since you decided to start shooting at me. So I decided to do the whole Batman drop down flightlessly. Oh, not flightlessly, like drop down without a sound. And so I'm like, haha, Batman style. And they all pissed their pants. It was amazing. And that actually happened. But they was like, I'm sorry, we just never saw a flying creature before. It's like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm trying to look for my sister. We're trying to find some woman. She skipped town not too long ago, and we just wanted to see if we can keep a track on her. And then I finally got to see Ara again. I'm like, sister, and she like had these. You're a dumbass. And I was okay with that. I'm not gonna pay you any attention since they can't hear you. So, hooked up with Ara like a boss, and then we both started walking to find this silver haired person, which is a member of our party. So, we were walking with a brisk jog in the middle of it, and then we found her. And so there she was, waiting, singing our praises, saying, I hope these strong, strapping owls, the one that made a scene, the one that scared the entire town. I want to meet that guy. And so he came in and he's like, hello, I'm here. I heard you called my name and I just magically appeared. Also, here's my dingy duff of a sidekick, Ara. Don't worry about her too much. And so Weku's over here being a Chad, just making everybody's panties drop. No big deal. And so I wonder if I can say that on YouTube. So Weku's over here being a boss, and then tragedy strikes. He speaks the most majestic sounding words that has ever stirred the human soul. And Anubis, with jealousy and rage, strikes his mind with a mighty bolt of psychic damage, dealing 1 point for every one of his beautifully crafted pieces of his vocabulary from his amazing ability of the English lexicon. And so I, Jalen, taking all of this, realizing that I was being made the butt of some inside joke between all these other friends, decided to stir myself and say, it's okay. Weku was meant to be played like this. And so they asked for a fool, and I gave them a fool. But I made myself the most lovable fool that ever existed. God damn it. It was amazing. I spent all of the days, or at least all of the hours, sweet talking everyone. And I chose to honor my promise that I had made as Weku to another character, being you promised me you won't try to fly again in no flying zones. Now you can understand the amount of stupidity in that sentence. I mean, come on. You're actually asking a bird not to fly. I don't ask a fish not to swim. I don't ask a human not to think about their existential crisis. I don't ask a rhino not to charge things. I don't ask a lion to not eat meat. So why are you asking a bird not to fly? R decided to console me and said, it's okay. You're still the strongest, most beautiful bird I've ever seen. And Weku accepted this, but he said, I'm sorry. I can't. I can't. Not yet. I must quell those who did my village wrong. And then, only then, might I consider the idea of us becoming a thing. But not right now. I'm too focused on the hunt. And she cried and cried and cried. It she says they were lies, but she was weeping at my feet before she realized that she couldn't even take it anymore. And then her player said, I must go. The grocery store, it calls me, in a sad excuse of an attempt to avoid holding back her tears of why does Weku not love me? It is fine though. Weku persisted onward and proceeded to uphold all of his promises of not flying and not being quote unquote a fool. So, the end result ended up being a very swift and very kind Weku who decided to climb buildings instead of flying over them. However, the DM, with his dastardly ideas, decided to say, no more. I refuse to let Weku be amazing or have any type of spotlight. So as soon as I climbed the roof, doing nothing, letting everyone else have their chance to speak, like a humble, perfect paragon of a god I was arrested for nothing. I was slandered and spit on and put in small ropes that I could have easily snapped in half. But I let the people capture me because it gave them the peace of mind they so deserved. And so, with myself bounded and deciding that I could break out of these at any point in time, unfortunately, the DM had one of the other players. His name was Dane, and Dane did nothing wrong. He had just suffered a horrible loss. But then, out of the kindness and beauty of his heart, he let Weku go. The guard captain, the guard captain, with rage in his eyes of the fact that such a paragon perfect bird was released from his captivity, pointed at Dane with a hellish voice in his tone. If anything happens, it's on you, he said, with the absolute jealousy of how amazing Weku was, as Weku proceeded to strut himself and flap out of there very. They proceeded to walk towards the house itself, trying to find out the source of why people were disappearing. And Weku, with his mighty brain, realized that everyone else needed more spotlight. And so, with a heavy heart, he stayed silent as they went on throughout their mysteries, figuring out what possibly is happening and why was Dane's family so mercilessly killed. Weku knew the answer. Jalen knew the answer, but Jalen could not say a word. They decided to look into a portal right above someone's bed, and they saw a horrific sight. The pictures of demonic dragon looking figures with horns going out from their heads and around their snouts. It was terrifying. They were by the tens, there were the hundreds, no, the thousands. There were over 50,000 of them. And we had figured out that they were making their way to a portal on this plane of existence. Dane and Mordek, another character who had decided to make himself known chasing after Thor like some kind of gone freaks, was so enwrapped in the idea of performing a small joke to boost camaraderie. He suggested to the mighty Weku, who was letting the wind bistle his entire coat and cloak so it would bellow in the wind of the house. He asked him to toss a small stone to test his bravery, and Weku, never backing down from the challenge, picked up a rock, rolled an 18 on his dexterity, and threw the rock through the portal as quickly and as amazingly as David had done to quell the giant Goliath. However, there was a miscalculation. One of these demonic dragon-looking monsters, referred to as the Abishai, cricked their head upwards towards what had assailed and struck them, and they saw the portal. They rushed towards it with a mighty flap of their ferocious wings and attempted to break through. However, through the quick thinking of Vaishara, Mordek, and Dane, along with their amazing Captain Weku, they closed the portal just in the nick of time, severing off the Abishai's arm, but leaving the other monster on the other side, armless. Weku, knowing that that arm must be made of pure and absolute malice, refused not to touch it, but Vishara, with her abundant curiosity and her silver hair that only makes up for the fact that she's that much of a glitter brain, decided to touch the monster's arm. Weku tried to stop her, but he was too late. The monster's arm writhed in anger and malice and slashed at Vishara. Weku, overcome with anger and malice, kicked the arm away. Vishara almost was cursed, but due to her fortitude and believing into her god, Weku survived, but just barely. And that was the story of Weku. So that was amazing. It was 100% accurate. That was that was amazing, and don't even try to argue with the fact that that was probably like the best storytelling, regardless of if it was true or not. It was all a lie. He was stupid. He didn't do any like. I will agree with the fact he did nothing wrong, but everyone kept trying to attack him for some reason, whether it be his god, his friends, or the city guard. Like he did nothing wrong, but everybody was just like, "Nah, he wants the box." I'm like, "What? I'm just trying to vibe. You trying to vibe to this box? Catch these hands." I don't. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. It was the entire vibe. It's just that was hilarious, and I am really excited to play it again because Weku has officially overtaken Zone as my dumbest character ever. And I love Weku. I love Weku and Ara as like the perfect duo of owls are majestic, owls are wise, owls are kind. We're not bird brain. Okay, so I accidentally just set like fire to this cat's tail with a magnifying glass. I had no idea you could use a magnifying glass to start a fire. It's so interesting. You learn something new every day. Oh, by the way, the cat ran into like the tavern, and so the tavern's on fire. Um, don't know what happened. So all of that was correct, and that's exactly how Weku would tell the story. It's like that's not the way that I remember it. Well, that's the way it happened. Of course you don't remember it because you were too busy cowering behind a desk while I stood on the front lines, throwing my body in front of any possible attack to save my comrades from danger. As the monster roared, I cawed valiantly and released my wings from their captions, just so that way everyone was behind me. I looked at that monster and it stared at me back. A battle of wills had begun. Its eyes looked dead, and the anger filled with all types of longing for death and sadness. And Weku understood. He nodded his head. He braced himself for impact. The monster charged before him before Weku sidestepped, bringing out his claws and his talons. He slashed his jugular and right at its heart. Monster looked down without a fight and proceeded to lay there, motionless. Thus ends the sad story of the beast of the Nile that challenged Lord Wicker to a duel and lost like a bitch. You're gonna mess with my campaign. I don't know why people are excited for my campaign. My campaigns aren't that fun. Like a lot of my stuff really feels like it's just rushed, poor planning. You know what? F it. Ruins on the water. I knew it. I knew you did because you I see how it is. It's okay, Alyssa. Now I know. Now you're watching. Yeah, so I'm gonna name this. Let's just get some water. Do you know what that says? Secondis. 'Cause. 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 Say Secondi. It's just Secondis. What's wrong with the word Secondis? Oh, see, now you're just ignoring me. That's mean. Oh, see, that's mean. What did I ever do to you? I only told the truth. They hated him because he told the truth. I can't believe this. Like, you're being so rude right now. Because all I did was tell the truth. I'm not being rude. I'm not being rude at all. I don't know what you're talking about. What's the word after that? Secondis. Say it aloud. What's a synonym for log? You know what? I think that works. I was looking for something. Just a synonym for it. Well, we'll call you Driftwood Town. A town on the sea that is made entirely of driftwood. I love it. Perfect. Also, Zalakite is the name of the ship you guys are on. Oh, like of NPCs? See, my only thing is I have everybody with a name. I just don't normally introduce people by name unless like someone asks for it. Onyx, Eladrin. Oh, but you didn't say that those counted. Okay, hang on. Do you want me to like show you my Google Doc of everybody's names and stuff? You want me to like show you my Google Doc? Old Man Jenkins is just Old Man Jenkins because he's a quote unquote slave. Um, You have one of the girls' names. She is a private. They're both privates. You know what? It's not fair of me to just have Alpha Secundis. Yes. Hello? That's weird. I think I know what I must do. Give me 1 second or two. What? Spell what? Spell what wrong? What? Oh, you figured it out. You figured out what it meant. You looked it up, didn't you? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Because you were like, why don't I say it? What does it mean? You looked it up. Alpha Sagandis, Omega Ligma. Actually, you know what? Because the way that's structured, you fucking asked someone. I don't believe you knew what that was because you were too quiet for too long. Please leave a like and subscribe, and maybe soon I can afford Incarnate Monthly. Wow, 2 likes. I, that's two more than I normally get. Yes, the start of my beatboxing career. Waka 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 waka. What? Make me another one. What? I have no idea what you're talking about. What? What other account? I don't have another account. This is the only account I have. Everyone knows that I only have these 10 maps that I work on, obviously. Oh, would you look at that? What are you talking about? Doesn't exist? Oh, I was about to like just share it with myself so I can like delete it forever. No. See, what would happen was I would send it to Rhythm. Then I would check Rhythm on my phone. Then I would download it and then I would delete it. Because that way I would have it on my phone permanently. What? There, it's the ocean now. Maybe on my top. I'll top. I'll top you. That came out in a way it shouldn't have. Gonna move swiftly along. Oh, look, ruins! Like the ruins of my social life. Boom. Boom. What? First of all, no, I can't. I'm offended you would even ask such a question. I mean, I am, but like in my mind, Horace is hot as hell. So I mean, like, what? I bet you imagine like if BoJack Horseman was like flirting with you. Oh my god! I just realized I had all these markers and now I have to label them all. I was hoping the other 9 would, but beggars can't be choosers. Well, oh my god, did my mouse die? My mouse died. Ah, well, stream's over. Oh wait, there it is. There it is. I was so scared. I'm like, why isn't it working? Oh, there it is. And yeah, I am mad that the other time isn't me. We can fix that
Oh, you
later.
can?
Maybe. I mean, but that's a 2-person effort.
The other two people are probably like, what's going on?
You know.
They're so confused.
Okay. I don't think there are other 2 people here. Oh, by the way, now everyone can hear you.
Wow, thanks.
Well, my headphones were about to die, and I was like, I cherish those over your safety. So I have to praise this woman. The woman who made this is like my hero. Anime character names.
Well, hello, smallish cat, 28 VC.
I can hear. Yeah. I know, like academia, like bounty hunter name. Man, if Weku is not in the bounty hunter names, I'ma cry. Michael, did you hear the story of Weku?
Oh my god, please say yes.
Please say you heard the story of the beautiful, majestic, amazing, sexy, overpowering majesty of Weku.
You got an answer.
Yes! Yes! It was a glorious tale, obviously. See, you're just a hater. You're just a
No,
hater.
I was just there.
No, you were. You're just a hater.
I believe you're the hater.
Wait, I'm not a hater. See, the thing is, like,
It was
I,
not a true tale at all.
that was that was a completely truthful. Okay, see, the funny thing is, it was embellished, but it wasn't a lie. Everything that I said did happen. They did. He did get caught a couple of times just trying to be himself, and they said, no, you're not allowed to be a winged flying creature in this country. I'm like, oh, well, that's stupid. I hate this. And so made a promise that I wouldn't try to cause trouble for everyone. I'm like, okay, It's fine. It's cool. Easy.
How did that go?
And it actually went out pretty well, except for the fact that I threw a rock in a portal, and then an Abishai looked at me and went, "Oh, it's time to kill." And I'm like, "Oh, it's time to
I'm
run."
upset that I did miss that part.
It's all right. Then you
I know.
see
I'll
it.
wait to see you beat down another time.
You mean me be valiant another time? It's okay. You can hear all about my exploits later.
Are you gonna change that alpha one?
No.
Oh boy.
No. See, the thing is, after that thing you said afterwards, I'm not changing that. So you're gonna live with that.
What do you mean? I'm launching it right now. I'm taking over.
No.
No, I'm taking it over.
No. Don't take my followers. I need to build the
Look,
fan
I'm
base
the
before
comic relief to this group. You need me.
comic relief. I am the comic relief.
No, I'm better.
No, see, the thing is, I'm like what happens if you give a comic relief character their own show. It doesn't sound as good, but then you put me back on the original show, and boom, boom, I'm amazing. I am like the perfect sidekick.
Exactly, sidekick.
You're not even good enough to be a sidekick. I don't know why you're talking.
But yeah, everyone can hear me. They're loving me.
You know, I could just like, oh no, oh no, oh no, we can't hear her at all. I feel like she's about to DM me. No, don't.
I
Whatever.
had to DM you. I am right here.
I am not changing the name to Delta Central.
Do it. Change.
No. Put user in timeout.
No. I love the name.
Time out. You've lost your speaking privileges.
Don't do that. Look, YouTube is loving me. I love this.
You. One person is loving you. Maybe two. And the other one is yourself.
There are 3 people watching. I haven't heard them play from the one.
Okay, you do realize that you're one of the people watching, right?
Okay, so that
And
means there's one more person watching.
I'm
There's
the
no
other person
voting.
watching.
Oh wow, you're bored. Why are you doing that?
Because I'm looking at the stream.
Well, don't do that. I'm looking at the stream for you.
No, I don't trust you.
I was telling you it wasn't working.
No. We are not making this a thing. We are okay.
No, we
We
should.
can't.
This is fun.
We are. This is not a thing.
This is fun.
This is not a thing. I'm no, Michael. I know I really don't, but it just helps me. Also, it gives it like one more viewer, so I'm like, at least somebody watched. It was me, but at least somebody did.
Well, whenever you have one of these, send me the link and I'll watch.
You could just hit the bell icon. Be
Yeah,
sure
I
to
want to
like and
get
subscribe and
notifications
hit the
for
bell
other
icon for
things.
any new notifications of anything posted on the Crimson Weeb. Oh my god. I have to say that
Shush!
without hating
I'm trying to
myself.
read. Yeah, keep talking, please. That's your okay. It's not letting me find it.
You know, the closer you get to something, the tougher it is to see. And I'll never take it for granted.
I did go to Discord. It wouldn't let me. Here's mine. 1 second.
Oh no, no! I must shut this down. No,
Stop! Excuse you.
no, no,
SB period alpha
no,
hashtag 3794.
no,
Come on.
no.
Come on.
Because I know you two are going to become. Look, the last time I let people hang out with Michael, I lost him forever. Am I hyper protective over him? No. But do I know for a fact that every time I've ever been like, oh, hey, we should hang out, and then I never, never, ever saw him again? I never saw him again. He left me.
You
He
never
left
saw him
me
again?
for some girl.
Don't worry, Princeton. You don't have to be jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm sad. See, the thing, here's the difference between jealousy and being territorial. Jealousy is something that you never had in the first place. Territorial is you don't like sharing and you don't want anybody else on a place that you've already been like, here. I don't care if Michael dates someone. I will always I'll always jokingly act like, how dare you step on my territory? Because if you think I'm going to share, the only thing I'm going to share is this rusty knife.
Did that high go through?
What? Block you both?
You're a little late.
I hate you both so much. So much.
Princeton, I made a new friend.
I'm so mad. I actually already sent his I sent you his no, I sent him your Discord tag. Oh well. Time to like watch every one of my other friends realize, wow, he's so much better than him. And I'm like, back to the darkness I return.
um, I'm getting extra information saying that you are lying.
What did I do this time? Lying about what?
We don't nearly spend that much time together.
What do you mean, Michael? We used to spend all of our time together. That is not a lie.
He just doesn't call me as much, and he says it's because he thinks we're spending time together, but we aren't.
I
His
purposefully
time with her
will.
is limited.
What?
He said, "No, my time with her is limited."
That's no. See, maybe. No, I
You're just
refuse to.
jealous. That's all I'm hearing.
Uh, I like trying to do three different things. So like my brain is like, so it always looks like he's stopping. He has no idea what to say. I'm like, actually I do. It's just that I don't know if I can finish the sentence while I copy, paste, and think of what else I should change it to. So his time with her is limited, but I don't know how much time he has. So it's kind of a if I
Like
if
this.
I were to do that
Okay,
anytime, it'll be like, bruh. Like
guys, fine. I will be the therapist right this second. You guys
I
just need
don't
to talk with
need
each other a little bit more.
I don't need therapy. I don't need
I think you
therapy.
need to talk to her more then.
Because then there's also the fact that Michael, you know I'm kidding, right? Like I actually don't care. But like but I do know even though like 90% of the time you're not with her, you are still doing school. And I'm not gonna like call you while you're in the middle of school. I know Alpha's just having like the grandiose time right now. So
I'm loving this.
I'm glad I can entertain. Like my
Look, I made a new friend, so I'm happy. So what else are you doing to this world?
I don't want to change anything right now because look at how many changes I have.
Then save them.
See, it'll be like, but now that I have to do it all over again. See, look, now it's 70. It's ruined now.
Good. You're gonna show people this map and they're gonna be like, Alpha? And then they're gonna look at it, they're like, what? They're not gonna get it.
They won't get it, but you'll get it.
I thought this wasn't gonna be for us.
You might. You know what? I'll change up the spelling again a bit. Alpha sucks. Alpha sucks. It's alpha sucks, but it's alpha sucks.
Okay, I can deal with that. I like that.
I'm surprised you didn't even notice that the woods is an anagram of your name.
Oh my god, no, I didn't pay attention to that. You're missing an A though. You added extra L.
That was the point, so you wouldn't get it.
I wasn't paying attention enough.
Okay, we got Kragmar, Colasart, Leosris, Alphasix. Need one more for this town.
fine. Do something else with my last name. This is like my little world. I love it.
No, it's not. And how dare you assume otherwise?
You have 2 of your villages named after me.
I have one village named after you, and then there's a woods. There's a
Okay,
wooded
fine.
area.
I got some woods named after me in a village. Okay.
Delta, Theta, Omega, Gamma. You know what? We'll do that for the next one because Mikael needs to be a city too.
Yeah, I like it. Perfect.
Ding! Generating world.
What time is it for you right
11:14. Are you thinking about hopping off?
Oh, no, I was just wondering what time it was for you, seeing it's 12:14.
Oh right, I do have class in the morning. But I'll be fine. I'll be fine because I'm not going first.
Hi, what are you doing? What class you got?
I have voice class for theater.
Or Frank. Okay.
So I have to speak my monologue. Oh, I get why you'd say Frank, but no. We'll make a city Frank. Big
I
Frank
don't
energy drink.
get what it is, but I like the name. Do it. Put the name on there. You know what? I can't leave because you're gonna do stuff like this.
Oh wow, so this is just the trick to get you to stay.
I guess it's working.
Well, that's good to know.
I want to know the inside joke.
No!
Add me to the inside.
Michael, she doesn't watch anime. She wouldn't get it. She wouldn't get the joke.
I've been dealing with you. I think I would get the joke.
Michael, you betrayed us. I know, right?
You're
What
calling
an
me
absolute
nerd or
nerd.
him a nerd?
She's like, oh, I just started watching anime recently. I started playing D&D. I'm like, ah, she's a Starbucks drinker nerd. Very rare. Actually, no, they're
Me?
becoming a lot more common as of late.
I don't drink Starbucks.
Well, no. See, the Starbucks drinker is
Really?
also
I'm like a nerd.
it's also an inside joke.
Okay.
So,
Do tell all the secrets.
no, you're okay. Starbucks drinker is like a name for like your basic.
Oh, so you think I'm a basic white girl?
I did
God.
not say that.
Look, I don't have Uggs. It doesn't work.
I would actually like start roasting if you did have Uggs.
I hate Uggs.
Ugh. Betameru. Michael, I just had the worst and possibly best idea for this city. Their shoes.
They're furry boots. I'll send you a picture. I gotta Google one. Give me a minute. Certain ones are cute.
So,
No,
I just said the name of this city is Betameru, which is just beta male, but with a Japanese accent. You know what that means?
What does that mean?
What is happening, Simp Nation? This is the Simp Nation right here. This is the capital city for simping.
Why?
Because why not? They have a queen, but the queen gets rotated out as soon as they find out there's a king. Like,
But she gets rotated out if there's a king.
if there ever ends up being like if they ever find out there's a king, they get rotated out because they're simps. Because simps don't like the idea. Oh, they are most definitely like the most Chad simp like Escanor.
How much time do you normally spend on making math?
Actually, because I'm like talking to a person, I am spending a lot more time on a map than I usually would. I can knock out a map in like 20 minutes.
Because I'm distracting you.
Yes, you're distracting me.
Well, I'm not the only one, okay?
You're not
Everybody's
the
not going
only
to.
one. Normally, Michael distracts me. Alright, so this will be where Delta goes. But in the meantime, but Michael also like distracts me by like going to every server that he knows I'm in with him and goes, guys, you should follow him. Either follow him or I'm gonna steal your teeth, which is another inside joke. Like,
Why can't you tell me these inside jokes instead of just saying it's an inside joke?
okay, so stealing your teeth is something I came up with when I was like, I need like a really random and like awkward threat that kind of just makes people go like, wait a second, what? Like they have to think about it for a second. I'm like, I'm going to steal your teeth in the middle of the night, and they're like, you're the tooth fairy, bitch. I'll do it while you're awake too.
Do you want me to get them now?
No, what? No, ew,
Punch them in the mouth,
no.
grab their teeth.
It can't. Look, it's just weird if it's consensual.
I never. Yes, because someone goes, yeah, sure, you can punch them
You
out.
literally just said, "Oh, do you want them now?" Like you're offering.
No, that's not what I said.
I'm like, hey, if you're like, oh, if you're offering to like take my teeth, here, take them, take all the teeth you need. Like, no, weirdo.
Wait, what?
I'm waiting.
Yeah, why do you tell about Horace?
Okay, so Horus is a horseman, and actually, okay, I need a there he is. There's my guy.
I had to wait a second, Slade. That's Horace?
That was the first idea of Horus. However, he has a more Latin mustache. It's not like drooping all the way down. It's like it's clean cut around his nose and his chin. It is not hanging down like Genghis Khan.
Why?
Look how sexy he looks. Look at that chest. He looks so confident. Hashtag
But
not a
he's
furry.
not. He's not.
You're just determined to be mean about any character. You know, like if I made Chroma Gill after about like a good like 20 sessions start hitting on you, you'd be like, you're a
I'd be
monster.
fine with that. I like Chromie.
See, nah. So picky. What? I'll never get that. Why are women so picky? It's like it's like I'll hear people talk about, and not this isn't just restricted to women, but it's like, why is it that you'll hear people go on and on about how no one loves them, and then someone will say they love them, and then they'll be like, no one loves me. I love you. No one important loves me.
Yes, because all women do that.
I didn't say all women. I said people, because men do it too. I'm not
If
gonna
I
rule out the guys in this situation. Guys are douches. Women are douches. Women use douches.
I love this information I'm getting.
Stick with me, kid. You'll learn a lot.
Oh no, not from you.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Sure.
Your friend is the bomb.
I know he is. That's why I'm always sad about someone trying to steal him. Like he's too good for this world. He's smart, he's kind, he's funny, and you know what? Everybody loves him. Just steal him for a second. Not like, ah, I like, oh, he belongs to any one person. It's just like, hey, can I
No, it's a
like,
friend thing.
like the idea of like,
It's a
hey, can
friend
I borrow
thing.
Michael for a second? Borrow. Borrow means that you have my consent. Because I'm hearing lies.
I don't think this is all a lie. Just over exaggerated.
Oh, there might be some hyperbole here and there and here and here and here and here and there and here and here. But what was my point? But I'm not lying
Wait.
on.
Okay, your friend is fun. I like your friend.
It was hyperbole. I will say that.
You started the stream 2 hours ago.
Yeah, most dedicated. Boy, if you don't get show, you literally helped me get my stuff back online. So
The charisma of a cabbage. I love that.
unless you're Barry D. Brick, no. Charisma of the Cabbage, I know a couple of people. Yes, you know what? I am into cabbages. This is our dynamic. Oh, it's
I
actually a
love
little
this.
bit better than this. I'm just not normally this insecure.
I love this.
Oh yeah,
Hey, do
Barry
you
D.
mind
Brick has a Twitter. Follow him at Barry D. Brick.
Hey, Michael, do you mind if I steal Crimson? Can he be my friend? Come on, please. I need a friend. I'm in quarantine.
You have friends. You got angry because your friends were texting you.
I
You,
don't know if I had to. I can be nice.
I don't trust Michael. Don't do it. She literally said, "I hate people" not too long ago.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She said, "I hate people." She was like, "I
That's not
hate
you.
people. Why are my friends texting me?" And I'm like, I would never say that. I say, "Who the fuck is texting me?" And then I go, "Oh, it's them." And then I respond. But she's over here with
Fine,
the
fine. I'm
malice
not
of a
telling you what to
thousand
do.
suns. Like, how dare you open your mouth
Your
in
friend
my
is on my side.
general
Your
vicinity?
friend is on my side.
Yes, those people aren't me, but they could be. What if, like, the
And if
day
those
I
people
decide to
were
text her,
would
I
I be
just hear in the
talking to?
background,
No, okay,
God.
fine. I'll tell you the story about my friend. I have a group chat of 5 people, not including myself, and 2 out of the 5 people I don't like. They moved and they went to a different school district. They got into some bad stuff, and I don't talk to them. So therefore, when they talk, I don't listen. I don't go on there. So yes, I hate certain people that are quote unquote friends.
Then they really aren't friends, are they?
No, but
This was supposed to just be about making maps, and here I am talking about friendship and failing to get into my Twitter.
oh hey, look, now I have your phone number. I can call you.
You won't remember it.
If you get weird phone calls, it's not me. I swear.
I don't believe that. If I start getting stuff from New York, I'm going to answer in like the worst way possible. I'm gonna give you my signature response to numbers I don't know.
Oh my god, now I have to call.
Oh my god. You call me right now. I will respond and you will be disappointed.
I might fail what?
Yes, it is.
What?
It's the crematoria.
I don't get that. Wait, explain.
If you call me, I will. You forgot the number, didn't you?
Who says I can't go back and look at it?
You won't?
214-455-26.
Please stop saying it out loud.
Are you ever gonna get on Twitter or no?
I I'm just doing it on my phone.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to give you a call tomorrow to see what this is about.
Oh my god. This right here. This is why we don't give our numbers out to strangers, kids. They're dangerous.
Well, it's
Right.
not my fault. You put it on a YouTube video.
You put it on YouTube. I will delete this video.
Why? I'm on it.
Because I have. Look, there, I did it. Barry D. Brick.
What is that? Why?
It's a brick.
Why does he have a Twitter?
So, it was. So, funny story. Okay, so this all started because a YouTuber, his name was Techie101. He just made a joke of, it's like saying if I could make a co-host by just putting some googly eyes and drawing a face on a brick. And so he did. And it became his channel's mascot. For April Fools, he had an entire video just filming his brick while we had to turn on closed captioning. And we just saw him talk to us. Yes. See, look, to answer a question that absolutely no one asked me, yes, sometimes I talk to Barry, even when I'm not filming videos. My sanity is slowly going down the drain.
Oh boy.
This is his Twitter, Barry D. Brick.
hate it so much.
I
But
am
I
in
love
love
it.
with it.
Oh.
In what way was this necessary for the One Piece review? Barry D. Brick and Carrie D. Brick.
Who is Carrie D. Brick?
His cousin, apparently. Barry D. Brick was banished from Brickaria 329,474 years ago after stealing the holy brick for giving him full control over all brick kind. He is a heinous criminal and villain, and people like Tekken 101 should not be giving him an outlet. This is slander. I'll see you in court.
Oh. I
If
love.
I if I could follow someone 3 times, I would.
Why you can only follow him twice?
I can only follow him once, but I want to do it 3 times. He already has more followers than me. A brick
He's only
has.
following two.
I already know who's the 2 that he's following. Oh my god. Pokemon Brick Bronze. See, that's the picture of the brick.
He's so creepy.
That's just his Halloween costume. It's just a really big smile.
Why?
He's just a normal little brick. The brick is okay. The brick is amazing.
Yeah, no.
I will have to believe you.
See, look, there he is, right there.
So Adam Hart father from part 4.
Look,
Yeah.
Barry
Next.
D. Brick.
That.
He is a member of the D clan. Yeah, Michael's like, I might get a Twitter just to sub to the brick. I'm like, the brick is amazing. But I know Alpha's over here just saying like,
oh my god, who the hell cares? Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Yeah, you're just about right. You have so many friends.
I really don't. I don't talk like okay. 11/03/2019.
Wow.
New
That took
Year's
him a
Day.
long time.
New Year's Day. March.
What clan?
Michael, you're not that in tune to the D clan. You're not that much of an anarchist. You think about anarchy, but you don't proceed to do it.
What is the D clan?
Watch One Piece.
Why?
Because that's where it's from.
I'm gonna assume that you're talking, but it's not coming through.
One Piece is an anime, and that's where it's from. dragged you away from the laptop. Good night, everyone.